Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Christian Bible to put together the prophecy of Israel from the testimony of the prophets. I came up with the book of Zion, a book written entirely in Bible verse. In order to publish that book, I had to write the corresponding Pot Smoker's Bible as a commentary, and I'm publishing it on social media to complete my last thing on my to-do list of fulfilling prophecy so that I can actually be Zion and free us all from corporate police state, which is one of the subjects I'm going to be dealing with today. Now, I was watching my newsfeed this morning, which I always do, and come to find out that Biden is filling his cabinet with corporate people. Ah, shock and amazement and surprise? Not. That's exactly what he's supposed to do. Because we live in a corporate police state. Now, we have this whole Trump thing to deal with before we can ever even get to the Biden. But, and we will eventually get there to where Biden will take over. He will have control. And I'm pretty sure that he's, first thing he's going to do is take care of COVID as much as he can. And that's good. He needs to do that. But one of his next, one of the things that he is going to do is he's going to deal with Black Lives Matter. They put him in power, after all, right? No, they didn't put him in power. Corporate put him in power. The Democratic Party put him in power. It could have been just about anybody. But corporate was not going to go for somebody like Sanders. Because Sanders is way too liberal. Sanders is not a corporate man. And that's why he would never get nominated. Because corporate controls everything. They control the money. And in America, money rules. Doesn't matter how right you are, how justified you are, or how American you are. All that matters is how much money you have. And nobody is going to be elected into office without corporate signing off on it. And corporate chose Biden because he was the easiest one to sell. Now, they would never put Sanders in because Sanders is not a corporate man, which is why we all love Sanders so much because he's not a corporate man. But Biden is. I always knew he was. He's a politician. Politicians, most politicians, are corporate people. It's been that way since 1939 when Dow Chemical figured out that America could really be bought. Since then, corporate entities have taken over our government, instituted their own policies, and chosen their own scapegoat. Their scapegoat? Drug users. We represent everything bad for America. Yeah, the only thing bad for America is corporate. But corporate is what we got. So, we just got to get through this winter to find out exactly where things are going to go. And I have a feeling by 420, we're going to all know just exactly where Biden actually stands on things. Because once Trump is out of the way and he gets his COVID stuff done, then he's going to turn his attention to things that matter, like Black Lives Matter. So I'm thinking that there's going to be like this flurry of legislation. Whether or not it'll pass depends on McConnell and who gets the Senate. But it doesn't matter because it'll just be lip service. It'll be designed to look good, but it's just going to be more of the same. Corporate America doesn't want an end to police brutality. They're the ones that set it in motion in the first place. They want to control America. They want to control the labor force. They want to undermine our basic social structure. They have to have a scapegoat because they can't do all their dirty handed shit without somebody to cast the blame on. And that's where we come in. We are a, well, if, if you've read my books or if you've listened to my tapes, then you know that we are prophetic people, that we were created by the Greys to be humanitarian um, priests for the world. And that the Grey put in motion the prohibition against marijuana, but everything after that is corporate. Because when Dow Chemical took over, created the prohibition against marijuana to ensure its own profit, that was the day America fell. Because ever since then, corporations have used their money to run the show, to pull the strings of government in their own direction. And they've done a great job of it. They have screwed us royally in the name of their profit. And we are going to be looking more at the same if we don't stand up and say enough is enough. And that's what my book is about, saying enough is enough. Because corporate America sucks, people. I don't know any other way to put it. And if you think that America is not a corporate state, well, you probably voted for Trump. But those of us who live in the real world, we know that America is not a free nation. Black Lives Matter proves that. It's only free for people with power and money. The rest of us, we're nothing to them. And they do lip service to us. And that's what Biden is going to do. And I think by April, we'll know that. Because the police brutality is not going to end. The prejudice is not going to end. The corporate is not going to end until we end it. And we're going to see just how shallow corporate is between now and April. And I think by April, we'll all be in a position to say, fuck you, corporate. You suck. There's got to be a better way. And that better way is the Minecraft way. We don't need money. All we need is the basics. We need food. We need shelter. We need water. Clean water. Healthy food. Shelter that provides us with healthy environmental living. Those are the things that we don't have in America. Those are the things that we need to think about this winter. What does it really take to make you happy? Is it money? I don't think so. It's the things money can buy. But everything that money buys is something that we made. And if we made it, it should be our right to use it. So, while you sit this long, deadly winter out, think about what really, really makes America great. Because I think that by April, Biden will have shown us just how not great America really is. And I think that we'll all see that corporate America is the true America. And I think that enough of us will have had enough. And how do we get rid of the corporate state? It's easy. We boycott them. They're an economic entity. Money is their power. Money is their motivation. And money is how we destroy them. Simply don't care about it. We just simply stop buying their crap, stop working for them, stop believing their lies, and start going back to the basics. We need to start over in America because our infrastructure is breaking down. Global warming is killing us, and money is inhibiting everything that we try to do. And money, like I said in previous videos, is nothing but a concept. It's a concept. This for that. This equals all this. Why? Because you said so. Bullshit. It's got nothing. It's not real. So it can be, if something is not real, you don't need it. If money went away today, there would still be water. There would still be food. There would still be electricity. All of the basic needs and necessities of society are real, concrete, physical things that can be manufactured from the basics. We know how to make electricity. It doesn't take money to make electricity. All it takes is a generator. We got plenty of those. But the ones that we have are polluting, killing us, literally. So we need to start over from scratch so that we can do it right this time. And that's what the prophecy says that we're going to do, because that's the next thing that's coming after the destruction of America is the creation of Zion. And the creation of Zion is a nation unlike any other nation previously created on the planet Earth. It is first and foremost first contact. It is meeting of the minds with the aliens and the humans, and the creation of a nation that is based around that first contact, which turns everything upside down and changes the whole structure of our society. And that is the best place that we can start. But the only way we can start that is to follow prophecy. So, unfortunately, Joe Biden is following prophecy. He's putting corporate people in power. He's going on with business as usual, or back to business as usual, which is exactly where we don't want to be. Because remember back when business was usual, our people were dying, we were suffering, and nobody gave a shit. And now we're in a position where we're dying, we're suffering, and nobody gives a shit. And next spring, we'll still be dying, we'll still be suffering, and nobody will still give a shit but us. Which is why I'm advocating for the camp out. Because the only way to know if the prophecy is real is to follow its directions entirely and see what happens. Now, the prophecy says if we get together, go camping, have a solemn assembly, they will come after we get rid of COVID. That is the first thing we have to do. So once we get rid of COVID, we can call on the great. And if they come as they promised they would in the prophecy, we're set. Because we won't be starting over. We'll be upgrading. So America and the world can go their corporate way. They can have all the money they want. They can use all that crap. Let them have it. Because we're going to be learning a whole new way of doing things. And that's exciting. So corporate America be damned. Do your worst, motherfuckers, because we're going to do our best. You just wait and see. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, and keep you from all harm. May they teach you right from wrong, and may you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Find your joy and pursue it, and make that your guild choice. It'll make you happy. Stay happy and high if you use drugs. You have every right and reason to. Believe me, I know. I wrote the book. I'm going to say later now, because you know me. I love you way too much to ever say goodbye.